Students across the country from grades 6 through 12 competed in this. They had to come up with a STEM-related solution to a real-world issue and then actually experiment and test out their theories. After months of eliminations, 200 students across the country were named national champions, and they come from our area. In fact, they come from the same school as well. Addison Hohl and Caedon Newton are 8th graders at Central Lee Middle School in Lee County, Iowa. They each came up with their own unique projects, and now they are both headed to Washington, D.C. this April to present their projects at the National STEM Festival. Joining us now is one of those talented young students, Addison Hohl. Addison, thank you so much for joining us today, and congratulations. What was it like when you found out you became a national champion?
Hi, Shelby. Thank you so much for having me. It was so exciting to find out. I was actually at school that day, and both of my parents came to celebrate with us, and I got to call a bunch of family members and celebrate with my science teacher as well as the other contestant that gets to go in April, Caden, as well.
Oh my gosh, that's so much fun. I'm so happy your parents were there. So let's talk about your winning project. It's titled The Effects of Biodegradable Materials on Water Quality. All right, talk to me about why this topic is important to you.
So, my family comes from a huge generational farm, and I wanted to find ways to make our farms better and be better stewards of the land. And through my project, I found lots of different ways and experimentations to go forward with that.
Talk about this. You were looking at getting, is it nitrates out of the water?
Yes. So for my experimentation, was trying to find different ways and better sustainable materials to remove from high nitrate levels from different water sources like runoff water from fields. And doing that, I took 4 different biodegradable materials and I tested with denitrifying bioreactor wood chips, wheat straw, rye straw, and oat straw. And through my findings, I found out that my wheat straw actually removed the most amount of nitrates out of all the materials I tested with.
How did you come up with this topic, Addison? Talk about how important this is to people's everyday lives.
Well, it's really important to me, and I think a bunch of farmers should tune into it as well because possibly they could use different materials to experiment with their own bioreactors on their farms and in their more daily lives.
And yes, and it's really dangerous to have these nitrates in the water, right?
Yes, it is.
So what did your experiment find? Which one worked out the best?
So after experimenting and testing with all of my materials and collecting data, I found out that my wheat straw removed the most amount of nitrates while also maintaining a safe dissolved oxygen level out of all of the materials I tested with.
And that's the one that you hypothesized, right?
Yes.
Okay, but I read your conclusions. There was like a but there, like an asterisk. So the wheat straw was the best, but what was the catch?
Sometimes, so wheat straw is also not, it's more dense and it could like wear off more over time other than wood chips, which could be a concern, but you also have to experiment longer and possibly you could change them out every so often to make it work for your bioreactor.
I mean, Addison, I gotta ask, what do you want this research to be used for? Where do you want your findings to go?
I really want them to reach farmers across the globe and nation, and possibly they could tune into my research and maybe use it more in their daily farm practices and could use them on their farm daily lives.
And that's something that could help all of us, right? Because nitrates in the water affects every single person here.
Yes, it does.
Well, Addison, we are so proud of you. Congratulations once again. Your topic is incredible. I love the experiments that you did. We are just so in awe of everything that you've done here.
Thank you so much.
And good luck in April. That's going to be an amazing trip out to Washington, D.C.
Thank you. I'm so excited.